No shit. Okay. Yeah.
Hello. You can't see me, but I will be streaming in a few minutes. Hi there. Uh, I'm just trying to see if I can get some cool stuff to work, but it doesn't look like it. Time to start the stream. Hello, and welcome back to 100 Days of Game Development. I'm Devon, as you know, and this is the 21st day of the game development. I'm officially over 1/5 of the way complete with making this game. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up and talk a little bit about what I want to accomplish today. So today I want to be able to place all the blocks back onto the board, as when I pause the game and unpaused, I cleared the whole board and just put the players back, giving them functions to save themselves when the game calls to have itself saved. But none of the other blocks that I've made have that option yet. And I know off the top of my head, I have to do similar functions for the crate and for the brick tiles. One of the other things I wanted to try to accomplish today was fixing the fact that crates could push each other, which meant that when you're playing, actually, I'll show an example of it right now while I'm up here. While you're playing the game, when you go to push a brick, you would, or not a brick, but when you go to push a crate, you would expect that you wouldn't have the strength to push multiple crates. But because I haven't handled how crates push up against each other, they just push each other by default. So I'm gonna need to change that so that you can only push one crate at a time, and if you try to push multiple crates in the way, you stop. But I did make a note of it for later, just in case I want to add some other type of tile that you can place that are two tiles stacked next to each other. And one of the other things I wanted to do when you pause, this pause screen is kind of boring, and I took a little bit of time to design a new pause screen. Pulling it up over here, it looks kind of like this. Well, I did four designs for now. I did a kind of basic one where all of your menu options are right in front of your face, and you couldn't do anything but select those options. I have another one, or rather, the other three use more of like a hexagonal style of placement where the text is at the top and all of your options surround you in a hexagon or a circle, and you're able to still move around freely. Currently, there's only four options that I would have you select to be able to resume the game, to restart the level if you needed to restart quickly, to quit out completely. I think this may actually just bring you back to the main menu, and the main menu, it will be the only place you will be able to actually physically stop the game other than pressing the X button on the screen like a normal application. And then an options button if you wanted to change any options. I may have a level select right here, maybe like additional goals or achievements that you've received over here, but I'm not thinking too far ahead on that. I want to get it implemented and make sure that it works the way that I planned it to in the first place. So back to the game. This is what we have this is what we have so far. You can pause, and when you unpause, it'll remember where you were at and place you back, but it won't do that for the rest of the blocks. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that by giving each of the other blocks a script very similar to what I wrote for the player, but definitely less complicated. So like if we look in the player, I'm actually having them listen to a signal called on pause, I believe, or no signal at all. Mm. I remember what I'm doing. In the world, I'm looping through. Actually, yeah. Where am I causing all of these things to save? I forgot. Man, I thought I had a signal that said, "Hey, save the game," but I don't know where it's at. I may be having the grid do that for each of its children. Man, when I write code and I forget, I forgot. The more I write, the more I forget exactly where I'm putting things. Where would it be? I thought I would have had it in the world, or I would have been emitting a signal somewhere. If I look back at the grid, or the best place to confirm that I have a signal for saving would probably be here. So there's a pause signal, and when the grid is being paused, process. Yep, it's not listening to the signal. Who is listening to this pause signal? Pause. Okay, on pause. All right. On pause, we're gonna go ahead and create a level from JSON called the save data. That may be where it's at. So let me go check the JSON parser. And this function called create a level from JSON. No. Let's say load JSON. Nope, not there. Not create a level from JSON. That's not creating a JSON. But save the JSON. I get all the children and I. Yep, okay, okay. So I open the file. Yep. I have each tile call this save function. And there we go. What that returns is a is a is a map, and that map gets stored in a single line to that JSON file up here, and then I close it, and then it's saved, and I can reload it later. So, in all honesty, it's already set up so that I can have each of my pawns save themselves. What I think I'm going to do actually for default, give the pawn a save function. Right now it's blank, but I think for most cases, except for the player and possibly some other ones, they're just going to store their position, or they have these, not this. They have the same data being saved, the position, and I think the tile type and their name, and that's it. I'm gonna open up the levels to make sure. Open with another application, Visual Studio Code. There we go. So yeah, I have the name, the path of the tile, the type of tile it is, and its x and y coordinates. So I think most pawns have that, or by default should have this going on. I don't think the crates have anything special either. Yeah, so that's what I'll copy and make sure that all pawns are able to do. And then if they need to do something different, I will overwrite that function in the script for that tile itself. So let me go ahead and pull up the player, because I think the player basically has that. It has this right here. I need to create the save data. So, well, first off, let me go ahead and grab this for commenting, because that would be smart. I'm going to store all data, or tile data, pawn data, in a dictionary. Return all that pawn data as a dictionary. I could put some more information about this too. I'll put it as a note in the bottom. Note. All, by default, all pawns will save their name, their path, say the scene path. Yeah, scene path. I'll do it like that. And their position. Oh, so their position and their type. And their tile type. Nice. Okay. I know I'm making a var called save data, and I'm gonna return that save data once I save those things. Boom. Should look something like this. You need another bracket here at the bottom. Awesome. It doesn't have anything in it just yet, because I'm copying the player basically. So something like this. Name. I hope this isn't say save. I hope this doesn't save it as the name of the pawn, which is just pawn. I hope it actually grabs the correct name. Yes, yes. Don't be mad at me, please. I swear I do. Oh, okay. Make sure my brackets are right. That.
Was that Wandy?
Let's put some more brackets. There we go. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Oh, he saved it equals, you know? Me. There you go. Saved it equals all this nice stuff. Name, path. We also have things like the type, the X and Y. There. Type will be getting by this nice variable called type. position X and position Y. Okay, so honestly, I think that's all I had to write. I'm gonna try it out by running it and seeing what results I get. So I'm in the game. I pause, I move around, sure. I come back and nothing. And nothing. Not everything is chosen to save the game. So what am I doing wrong? Can this function not be called? That may be the case. I'm actually gonna steal this to see if any other pawns are calling that control V. This might duplicate the players twice. Well, no, it shouldn't. I should be overwriting it. Alright. So they got saved. I'm gonna go open up that JSON save file. I put it in resources. Remember that. I just want to make sure that it's got some things for me. Yep, so all of them got saved, but it looks like I do have an... Okay. This looks super nice and neat. Honestly, I'm kind of pleased with the way that this looks, but it's not loading them all back in, which concerns me. So I've paused. I'm gonna open the remote so I can see what the grid has so far. It just has player 1 and player 2. Fine. This is what I expect. They're the only things still left in. Okay, and now when I unpause, I should see more than just those two guys show up. It's not invoking any more calls on the other guys. Hmm. Output overflow. Come on. That's not output overflow. Come on. Maybe it did it way more times than it needed to. Maybe. Just restore it, and then when we try to open it up, it's not grabbing them, which is a little weird. What I'll do is I'll make a print statement here. Well, was like, well, I know that. Sure, I'll comment this out really quick. Say maybe I'm just not adding them as children again. Ooh, ooh, look at that. That was crazy. Okay, let's not do that. And, I wonder what happens if I go and I make this specifically for the crate itself. Will it still have that same issue? I just have to copy paste it, honestly. Control C, crate, Control V. There we go. Now, yeah, this is me overriding that function for the crate itself. So that didn't do anything either. I wonder where I'm having this issue. And like why the players are getting put on good a level, save. Okay. I think it would be here. I want to see what happens when I print. Tiles.name. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm having that disconnect and why I'm not seeing any like error messages pop up. Okay. Maybe it's when I'm reading it back in because it's only showing player 1 and player 2 being created from that save data JSON, that save data JSON, when there are more things to be saved. Do I need to have a break in between? Like almost a comma to make sure that I'm adding everything? Because I think that may be the case. I'm not, I feel like I'm in this JSON file, I'm not putting commas where they need to be. Yeah, it expects an init file right here. I wonder if I hit Control-Shift-I. Yeah. Ah, yeah, see it does, it expects an init file right here. So, I'm gonna have to, I think what I'm gonna do, player 1, player 2, there are multiple player 1, player 2s. Get out of here. I can read this. Another thing I see, another problem, because I'm doing this twice, is running through it twice. It's actually placing 2 players, or it's placing 1 player. It understands that it's a duplicate, or I have 2 goldenrod player 1 and player 2s, ID 2, ID 1, and they just happen to be placed in the right order, and 2 dark green ones. All these bugs. But I'm definitely getting closer to what's happening. I need to place all my objects inside these brackets right here. And I'm getting close to that. So let's go back to the save JSON where that's happening. Save JSON. I open it. I have them call save to give me their thing. And then I store it to a line. Do I need to do anything else? I think I need to put like a comma. I wonder what happens when I do put a comma after like this. Like they say, hey, there are more things. Nope, it doesn't like that at all. It still expects the end of file. So I need to put everything into a single array and then save that whole thing as a line. So this actually gets put like that. You don't know what data is. Of course you know what data is, because it was outside the whole time. There. Now let's try. So now I'm saving the data outside of this for loop. I'm just having them all put all the data into it, and then I'll store the whole thing as a line. I got a single block back. I'm getting there, or something. I got rid of my players. Let's check that JSON. It put a crate in there. Oh, because I'm not appending. Man. Yeah, instead of, I just said equals to, instead of like data.append. I think that's how you spell append, right? I may, I may be wrong. Append has two P's. That looks a lot better. So let me check the chat. Alright, so append. Okay, that I think is gonna store everything the way I want. I see I have a bug. I have a bug too. I saw that. There it is. Non-existent function called append. Of course there is. We're gonna specify this as a dictionary, or rather as this. Then I'm gonna cry. When I'm gonna search up array. Yes. Because arrays have this nice append function to them. Let's see, pawn. I think dictionary has it also. I'm gonna say, but this technically isn't a dictionary. All right. Pause. Broke it. Invalid get index. Yeah, I have to make sure that I'm saving the same way that I'm loading. I say that my save file, and my loaded files are the same. So cool, it saved everything as that. That's not what I want. Well, I'll hit Control Shift I. It has this bracket. Instead, I want this right here. If you look at level 1, see how clean it looks. It's just that single bracket. So, I wonder if I can save as a dictionary. It might look something like, or it might look something like that. That might give me 3 levels of shenanigans also, to be honest. Okay, there's no append on base dictionary. So let's go see how you add to a dictionary. Duplicate arrays has key size and values. It doesn't look like you can add to a dictionary, haha. It might be, yeah, parsing. Parsing's a little weird. I think what I'm gonna do actually may just be add another section to this level JSON that is brackets so I can save them as arrays. I'm definitely doing weird stuff. I'm thinking of doing this and then putting in the actual values. I'm not particularly sure how I want to go about this. But I can do something like this if it's a dictionary. And I want to see what that kind of JSON file looks like. Or if it's even going to make a JSON file. Yep. Invalid get index because it doesn't exist. Stop. I can't do plus equals. That would be pretty funny. What do I say? Data tiled dot name. Or let's grab that line again. There. Yeah. If I do it this way, haha, this might be something closer to what I want. And paused, unpaused, Baroque. That's okay. Because now I'm going to go look at that save data. It still put brackets up there. I don't want brackets. Or rather, what I'll do, I'll close that. Don't save. Whatever happened to it, I just want to open it up again. I'm going to look at my newest version of it. There. And for this one does look closer to what I want. It has player 1 and player 2 in there, but it has player 1 and player 2 under like categories like that. Create, yeah. Not exactly what I want either. Don't save. But I'm definitely getting closer to what I want. How do I say, dang, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. What if I put nothing? Will it let me get by with nothing? That would be cool. What if I do that? No, you need a key. Plus equals. I don't know why that would work. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why that would work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. That'd be interesting. Yeah, it doesn't have a operator dictionary and operator. Yeah, it doesn't have the operator plus equals. I guess it's time to go to the documentation of a dictionary. Okay, what if I do this and say everything is in 0? Oh my bad. No, I guess I can't do that either. It has to be some sort of like number if I do it that way. You know what? You're going back to being an array. And what I'll do instead is I'll figure out how to load from an array instead. Which I think is just going to be this right here. Like grab the 0th element or the first element in the array. Cause I feel like I'm going to be putting everything in an array. Stop. Stop it. So let's go to level 1. Yep. Input that and that. There. Control Shift I. No longer mad at me. I swear it's an array that you're reading from now. On index 0. Invalid get index on index 0. Why? Okay. Stop. I will figure out this magic here. Oh, okay. Broken? Broken. Okay. You know why? So I think I need to make my other level match it too. Well, oh no, I read in level 0 because level 0 doesn't have that thing anymore. You know what? Let's give you one also. Let's see if it'll let me do it now. Control Shift I. Keep things looking neat. Let's put that 0 back. There. Forgot I was reading the start level first. Nope. It didn't like that. Okay. I just have to figure out a better way to read all my things from the JSON. Like stripping characters inside of the JSON so it matches. That's what I feel like I might just have to do. Let's go back. Let's get rid of those. Because this was working before. Control Shift I, yeah. And same thing with this. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Control Shift I. I have one dictionary that I'm adding to. And I can. Alright. I think I can load my levels back normally. It's just I got to work on how I'm saving to the JSON. Yep, that works. And then this breaks. There. And when, yeah, open up the save data JSON. How do I get rid of those pesky brackets? I'm so close. Oh, Control Shift I. Maybe I should just append or add all of my stuff. No. Okay, actually, I think I have a decent solution. This can stay like this. What needs to happen is in my pawn, I don't need to do this anymore. It can just be one thing. Oh yeah, get rid of that too. Man, stop being mad at me, please. Okay, and then the same thing for the player. I can get rid of this because I'm going to actually, and then this can go to this, I believe. Is that how that works? That's not how that works. So how did I do it for the pawn? The pawn has it all in one. Yeah, so actually I'm gonna fix some other stuff. Because I have duplicate players. Control V. I'll just have that saved to be like that. And then this can do the same. I will Control C, Control V, save data like that, save data like this, and this type of line can go right above this. I'll get rid of that comma. Tabs, tab in. Yep, I no longer need that. Or that. Boom. Okay. And now when I go back to the JSON parser, I can have them save. I can I can index into it with a name. Or do some weird stuff. Data pinned. I'm gonna pending a key technically. That's gonna be the tile.name. Cool. And then here we'll call tile.name and append some more data. And then we'll see what this looks like. This might look a little bit closer to what I was going for. Game runs, awesome. Pause the game, broke it. Non-existent, yeah, because it's weird. Oh, dictionaries are weird because I have a trouble adding new things to them. Okay, I should be looking to do something like this right here, so I can do it all in one. Is what they're saying. They're like, you can do it all in one, and I'm refusing. I'm like, I can't. I don't know how to do that. Yeah. And then this will return the actual data. Yeah, dictionaries do a lot of work for you. If the key doesn't exist, what's in the tile name, if it doesn't exist, it's going to add it. Okay. And look, everything is back on the screen. And if I move up to this top left corner, pause, unpause, everything looks clean. I'm happy about that. Everything looks clean. Yeah. And now what I'll do, because I see that I don't have duplicate players, and yes, save data, something that will eventually get destroyed, I'll just grab that because I kind of like. Oh, I see. I have orange. I have them as different colors, and I should stop that, but I can't. I can't help myself. I'll just make them green and orange, or green and gold, green and goldenrod. I'll check out green and goldenrod. Okay, so right now he's orange. Got this nice orange color going on, and I won the game. And there's no going back from winning the game right now. So, okay, it's still that orange color. Goldenrod, it's a little bit better, or a little bit further down. I'll change it back to orange if I can spell. And I don't need to print the save data anymore because I know that they're saving. Yes, I'm happy. I didn't think I was gonna have the time. I got that going on. I think even if we move the crates, let's move this crate over one like that. Pause. Okay, we're doing pause stuff. Unpause, and it stayed the same. Yeah. Exciting, exciting news, exciting stuff. Okay, that's done. Let's go ahead and fix some other bugs really quick, like the fact that the grid is able to push itself, or you're able to grids push up against each other, and it's going to be here in this the request to move. So if it's, I need to check if it's the crate, do nothing. So if it's the crate, emit signal crate move.
On the nose.
Yeah, if the tile type is the crate. Get LV. So yeah, I'm getting what's. I need to check the pawn type. Also. Yeah, very much like how the player is checking right here. And I'll do that for the crate, which is right below it. Well, we can just copy the statement right here. Control C. Control V. If pawn type equals crate. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to break. And move on to better things. Else, it'll do the rest of this. Or I will ensure else by calling else. Yeah, because I don't trust anything. Tab. There we go. And this. There. Else it is a crate. We're gonna grab that crate and check if that crate is actually there. There. Let's check. Break not within loop. Aw. What can I do? I can do a return. I can just be like, don't do anything. Let me see, but it shouldn't this be returning something? No. You just request and it'll do it for you. It's not within a loop. Technically, you're right. How do I get out of these then? I guess you don't. Let me go check this crazy match statement. So I'm pretty sure there's a keyword that'll allow me to break out of a match. Text edit, no, this is an API difference in GD script. Yeah, Control F, match. No, it's probably in the basics, honestly. This is like C sharp or C++ to GD script. I want to go GD script and then introduction to the dynamic languages. Match. Nope. How about basics? Just GD script basics. There we go. Match. C match. Thank you. Dictionary pattern, multi-pattern. Okay, I'm gonna read this up here. Class course for people familiar with switch statements. Replace switch with match. Move any case. Remove any breaks if you don't want to. If you don't want to break by default, you can use continue for a fall through. Change default to a single underscore. I don't think I understand that completely. Move any breaks if you don't want to break by default. You can use the continue for a fall through.
Oh, sweet. You can watch Alec later.
Continue? Okay. Let's go try to move these blocks to see if I can move multiple blocks, and I can. Okay, it was. That's a language thing. Let's see. I'm gonna move you out of the way. Can you move them? No. What if I move 2 out of the way? You can't. Okay. Now I have a legit puzzle going on.
To add him on Facebook. Not Facebook, Snapchat.
Puzzle time. All right. There. That's that cleared up. Now for the fun part. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna spend the rest of the time getting this new pause screen in, or that may have to actually wait until another time. I have 10 minutes left on this stream, so I want to make sure I use that time effectively. I remember that I have to continue to do some more documenting throughout my code base. I remember I forgot some things, so I'm gonna try to handle those. Such, yeah, anything that had a return statement like this, or anything that took in parameters, I want to make sure that they're saying what they say they do. GetPon takes in, yeah, like GetPon needs to be updated. I'm taking a parameter called grid position, and I should probably work on my style. Honestly, I think I have 2 different styles going on: upper camel case and the lower underscore style, and that's bad. Yeah, but it's just position in grid coordinates. And it returns. Oh. Returns node at the grid position. Null if no. See if no pawn was there. Okay, so here's another one. Param. Actually, I'm gonna have the game running while I'll do this. I don't want to have things be too boring, I guess. Or I'm gonna play it somewhere at least. Meh. Alright. Meh. There we go. Yeah. You have a position. Position. We have a direction. And a type. Gropon. So the original grid position. Is it the original grid position? No, it's the global position. Global position. of the pawn. Yeah, the direction. Yep. Which, let's see which direction to grow the pawn in, and the tile type of tile.
I mean, I would do it too.
See, there was one person there, and it was your producer, and you guys have been sitting there in silence for about 10 minutes, so I thought it would be a
Is he your producer?
Do you ever describe direction as anything else other than direction? It's just the direction. I don't know what else to call it. Hopefully, I won't call it anything else. Yeah, I could also put like a parameter for like how many in that direction, or rather, I could use the direction to determine like yeah just how big it is. Right now, I'm doing it by one block, but it could also work for 2 blocks. In size, I just have to check. I have to check that and like I could make a loop. I could finish this. Well, yeah, I keep checking my phone for the time. More on this later, and it doesn't return anything. Okay, next pawn. This one right here. Okay. What is it? Takes in the pawn to be removed. All right. Now we have another pawn. So it's a pawn that is requesting to be moved on the grid. And then we have the direction. I don't know what else to say. The direction is the direction. That the pawn wants to move in. Alright. And yeah, making sure it doesn't return anything. Oh, it does. It can. It can. This is like always a little weird for me. It does have a return. It can return like the new location that the it's like the new position, new global position. The pawn moves to or nothing, or absolutely nothing. So I could see potentially like me having different returns for different tile types. I don't think I will, but just one of the weirder aspects of I can return an integer or I can return a string all in one function, and as long as it branches off, like it's going to make some sense to somebody, not to me. I'm used to you can only have one return. And I think for the most part, most of my code is just going to stay that way also. Okay, clear has nothing. It's like, but I do want to put or nothing. Or null. Yeah, it's like or null if pawn did not move. Yeah. So yeah, one thing that I just have to make sure, especially with this, is anything that I return, check what type it is. Type checking is very important for this type of stuff, because I never really know what I'm gonna get back. Okay.
He smacked his back too hard, and now he's bleeding.
So,
I think it was just that
pawn.
knowledge wasn't in my head. Cavalry of
Yeah,
Give it a start.
but yeah.
What the heck is wrong with me?
Can you fix my island on this phone?
I'm just a bio rig.
Target.
Who fucking rigged your bonus spot? I just want to talk.
So
They gave me
the
one too
pawn
much.
is the pawn that
I am.
is a selected pawn, or it's the same pawn as before from up here, and I kind of want to just copy and paste.
This bad boy is a minor rig that clips into itself. Make no mistake.
Double vertices.
There.
Oh yeah.
Start is
Got about 20.
current location of the pawn.
Bestie, don't forget about the tablet.
Just extruded you and then forgot about that.
Don't forget to merge your vertices.
Yeah, extra
Every
points.
night.
And then
Every night.
target.
See that? Then I'm fine.
And see set LV.
Sometimes if you don't merge your
Oh yeah, I want to the location. I want to make sure that I specify whether it's the global or the grid one, and I do believe it's in grid
It looks
coordinates.
like you're old.
I was remembering where my thing was. It's right here.
Target
I
is
usually stash my
the
art bag.
requested location in grid coordinates,
I don't have my art bag with me.
and then it returns the
I like Nate as a pet.
new location as a say in world coordinates.
You remember who we're talking about?
I do.
Glad.
I like that his last name is Burger.
Yeah.
That's how I know who he is. Because he's Burger. He's Burger. Yeah.
He just always has an interesting take on things. Like what? Like the other day I was talking to him.
Add a pawn, and this takes some stuff right here too.
That
I'm gonna spend the extra few minutes because since this is the last function, I don't mind actually just going through and commenting this last one. And this is the add pawn. It takes a pawn, so the pawn I want to add.
And I walk over, and because he says in the end here, I'm like, what are you saying? He's like, yeah, I just think everyone at this school is like fairly attractive. Like, he's very high population and attractive people. And he started telling me about
Bam. And then we have the grid position.
you realize that every time people would walk in, he would start rating them on a scale.
So it's location on the grid.
Work the way that he's working. And he was like, that's fucked up. He worked with friends and he like, his standards are like instead. It's
And
much
then
more
offset.
involved in that, but it was a very interesting conversation.
The offset is for
I like that he can do that.
Yeah, I
for
as well.
textures.
I respect that
See,
he can do that because I can pull it. Nate is, whenever I say
see,
something mildly odd, he'll just go like,
textures. How do I explain that
He just rolls with the punches.
the grid position still needs to be, or the texture needs to be offset? Or am I even doing that anymore? Let me hit this. Yeah, map to world plus offset. Texture offset. Let's see. For tiles whose textures need to be aligned on the board correctly. You can define what offset you want for that, and that's it. I'll say thank you for watching. I really appreciate you coming on and seeing everything, and just for the heck of it, I know it's been a couple minutes since I actually played the game. I kind of want to keep the game up on the screen as much as I can. I now fixed this. When we pause, we get a new screen, and when we unpause, everything goes back to the way it was. I see I still am printing a bunch of images, but now I can. Now the puzzle is in my case, complete, you have to solve it with two players. There's no other way around it. And I think for the next time, I'm gonna go ahead and put in what I want the new menu to look like, and if I have time, I'll start putting in another level. In between then, now and then, I'll make a new level, or I'll kind of go look at some co-op levels that require two people to complete, and I'll actually design a level on stream. I think that might be interesting. I know last time I did it off stream, and I just implemented it in the stream. But I think it might be interesting to like go through that process of like how to design a level, or how I would go about designing a level anyway. So thank you for showing up, and I appreciate it. I hope you have a good night.